Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my fellow YouTubers, Facebookians. Aries Sky here with a video. Now, for some of you, I told you I'd do another update on the 3rd, but I think things have changed and it's time to talk about um, what's going on. As you can see, Blizzard's in the background, just laying there. I was talking to my aunt on my phone earlier, and by the way, so first of all, you need to know, the next 10 days or so or longer, they're figuring we're going to have some record-breaker heat days. Highest they said was 112 to 115. I'll see it when I believe it. But even so, the air conditioner in my air conditioner is going to be, let's just say, being used. Now, here's what's going on since I did an update yesterday. There has been a few changes. Now, a lot of you out there know on my other channel, I smoke cigars. I do reviews. I got 2 reviews lined up for tomorrow. But my cigar reviews will be probably coming to an end once I know what's going on with the therapist and some other stuff. Sorry about that. So, here's the deal. When it comes to what's going on in my life, I'll explain it. This morning, I got out of bed very early. We went and did some errands, and we just farted around, as I call it, because Aaron wanted to get his PlayStation 3 back from repair. He paid about $75 to $90, and he got it back, so he was acting like a little kid. And all happy he got his PS3 restored. Then he found out some information, so off and on, I was taking a few pictures and listening to some music on my YouTube channel, or, just listening to some music from YouTube and from, the music CDs that I have on the computer. So, my desktop works perfectly, same with the laptop. The camera's interchangeable once I put the software in it. But here's the deal. Today, me and Aaron got done with our stuff. We went and had lunch. We decided to do some stuff. One was we have to wait till Wednesday to talk to the one doctor. He's only in from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, or 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern. So we got to call, we got to ask for him, we got to talk to him, we got to see what's going on. Here's the funny thing. Now, a lot of transgendered people out there are getting pissed off that they can't get facial feminization or breast augmentation, breast reconstruction with implants is how they're billing it, like Caitlyn Jenner. Well, Caitlyn Jenner has plenty of money. So anyways, here's what I thought. Hold on 1 second. My throat's a little parched and raw, so I drink a lot more water, little soda, and I cut my coffee intake by 3/4. So I've lost about 60 pounds. But anyways, not about my weight. So, anyways, what has happened is, and by the way, for some of you, if you do see, this is a wound. I think I got it. I don't know how. So, here's the deal. So, we got done with our stuff. We were going to play a game. We were going to have a cigar outside on the porch. We had to cancel that because there was 3 adults and 2 children outside, and they would be the type that would complain to the neighbors. So, we decided not to do it. So, anyways, what has happened is I thought this was red, but what it is it's the reflection. So, anyways, we got done with that, and Aaron said, "Oh, well, I know you're not getting any luck with the lady on email, and the doctor has said just call up, schedule an appointment." Well, we had a lot of questions. I mean, our question list was simple. So this video might take a while to do, but I'll share with you the list that Aaron had in the email. One was, how long in between consultation and surgery date? What is the wait list for GRS, breast augmentation, or facial feminization? Is my referrals good over 2 months once submitted? Well, they said 5 to 6, but anyways, I'll get to that. Do you need a referral for BA or FFS, facial feminization? What does the first appointment detail? Return appointments weeks or months if after the consultation. Is referral needed at initial appointment? Where is the office located? They have like 3 offices the doctor works at it. Does it go consultation, then surgery, then follow-up? Is there an outline to surgery before surgery and after appointment? Is there a time frame, a week or two apart between surgery and date? Do you take Medicare Part A and Part B? What needs to be in referrals, as my therapist, psychiatrist, and endo doesn't even need to know what's going on. So anyways, the problem is sorry about this. I have some guy who messaged me. He's going to be banned now on Facebook because everyone knows, unless you're my aunt, you have no way of calling me. I refuse. So my apologies for you seeing that. I just banned the guy. Now it just says Facebook user. So quite content because I'm not letting some guy pester me and ask me all these crappy questions, which I'm getting tired of. So, and I've been losing a lot of friends posting my pictures on Facebook, but it's good because they can weed themselves out. I'm not going to. So, because he interrupted me, I don't even know where I was on the list. Let's see. Oh yeah, what needs to be in the letter? I got all the information on what needs to be in for the writers, and it says, yeah, can you mail me the information so I know what I'm doing? Or, is there anything mailed? So, Aaron gets on the phone. His wait's 20 minutes. He was on the phone for about 3 hours to 2 different numbers. So he gets a hold of the lady who can do the scheduling, but she also said you need to contact the other department because they got to work with the urologist. So, I'll get to that. And this is bothering me because this is bottom surgery. That's right. This is where they go and take the penis and make it into a vagina as close as possible to make me as correct as possible. But here's the thing. Apparently the doctor's not doing breast augmentation or facial feminization because the doctors did trials just like other doctors and they didn't get paid at all. So why do something when they're not getting paid, right? So, the doctor's aide, I emailed the doctor, by the way, thanking him for all his help, and said I'm kind of depressed and sad that the facial feminization ain't covered. I got some feelers out there for other doctors for those surgeries. More likely they're going to come back nil. I also got one phone call to make tomorrow to a doctor out of New Orleans, but Aaron says, nope, not going there. Because they banned the entire city from smoking, so he likes his cigars, as you all know. So, first I need to get is 2 letters from the mental health specialist. It's got to be 5 to 6 months before or after the consultation, or right before. So it's only good for 5 or 6 months after the referrals are given. I don't think that could be pulled off, because I've been transitioning 17 years, and just trying to pull that feather out of a cap or a rabbit out of a magician's hat is going to be pretty damn hard. Then I need another EKG and a cardiac stress test again, even though my heart doctor said she'll just basically write a letter and say, oh, it's done, because she said I'm good for anesthesia and everything else, but, you know, she's going to have to handle that one. I need a medical doctor clearance letter from the heart specialist and my primary care physician. I also need an endo letter from my hormone doctor with the history of the regimen from past and present. I can give that one to her because I know them from the top of my head from when I started in 1999. Then I need lab work done. They didn't explain what it is. A urine piss test and x-rays. So I'm going to have to see my primary care physician on some cream soon and some nail problems. So I'm going to have to ask her about medical clearance, lab results, urine results, x-ray, which she's got to send it all. And I got to talk to the endo, so the endo's nurse is lined up to be called tomorrow in my calendar. So, what's bothering me? Alright, I'll tell you. First of all, my appointment is going to be in the second week of February, okay? Second week, picture this. I go in for consultation. I figured I'd be going into consultation. The wait list is so long because every transgender person wants to get their vaginoplasty and facial feminization and breast augmentation. Then you got other things. Well, apparently the doctor's aide said, quote unquote, to Aaron, that under the Advantage plan, after appealing 5 times, you can never go through any doctor again to get your vaginoplasty, your breast augmentation, with breast reconstruction with implants, or your what do you call it? Sorry, that was my email notificator telling me I had an incoming message from Barnes & Noble. Or, are you ready for this? Facial feminization. So, there's one other doctor that might do it. The doctor in Michigan and the doctor in Chicago said absolutely not. Medicare only considers it cosmetic. But then a trans man that I've been working with, because I'm an advocate myself, turns around and tells me, and quote, oh, this is my Outlook, I call it my Outlook Express. It's not Outlook Express anymore. It's Windows Live Mail. Anyways, he turns around and I think he says, there's no exclusion for FFS and BA or chest reconstruction. Problem is there isn't. The real funny part is the doctors are all saying it's still cosmetic. Medicare won't cover it. The doctor that Aaron talked to, or the doctor's assistant, the medical assistant, very nice gal, by the way. She's so slammed that he sends her off traveling, and then she gets back and she's got 5,000 emails. But anyways, I'll get to that in a minute. Anyways, she turns around and she says that unless Medicare updates their book by 2016, when I go in, there's only going to be consultations and surgery. There's not going to be anything about breast augmentation or facial feminization unless it gets approved before the January book comes out. Then she could say we can schedule that at the same time. So, in the meantime, gender reassignment surgery is $44,000. Medicare is going to pay 80% of it. Well, that's fine. Last time I heard someone got their phalloplasty, that's vaginal to penis built, it was about $175,000. And Medicare paid 80% and then knocked this down, that down, this, and this. They ended up paying $700 for their phalloplasty. But the female to males, they're getting breast removal, uteral removal, hysterectomy, etc., etc., etc. Female to males are feeling shafted. If they're paying 80% of $175,000, then you know damn good and well the male to females want the breast implants and their facial feminization. But anyways, Aaron and I might have to take a trip to New York anyways for breast augmentation, depending on what the doctors say tomorrow, all the way up to Thursday. The therapist, on the other hand, has got to get back to me because I'm in a kind of a panic right now. I'm kind of happy, but I should be sad. But I am sad, but I'm also happy. So I'm not bipolar, but it's kind of like a catch-22 shock because you're sitting there and you're thinking, every doctor out there, the ones that do the gender reassignment surgery, is going to be hammered out. Female and males wanting their phalloplasty and hysterectomy and uteral stuff and etc., etc., etc. Then you got the, male to females wanting the same thing. And here's the kicker. There's a website out there, Trans Medicare, And I was going to ask my aunt a favor. I was going to see if she would take $20 or something, make a phone call up to Chicago for me if she has long distance. Because Erin and I cannot get any damn answers from the damn doctor up there. And she wants me to come up for a consultation, and she'll talk about breast augmentation. But it costs $1,000 to get there. Now, I can stop over on my way home from gender reassignment surgery, but I do not want to go there and be like, oh, thanks for the consultation of $800. We can't do your breast augmentation. I've heard girls talking about it, but there's nothing that can be done. So everyone I've talked to has never gone through them. One lady went to Thailand for it and had so many bad complications. I'm thinking, do I want to go through Thailand for their low price, or do I want to see if I can work out something with this New York doctor? Or do I want to wait for BA and GRS, BA meaning breast augmentation, to be covered for, next year maybe? And right at the moment, as my female to male friend said, he's like a teacher as well, he says that, let's see, no FFS or BA's cases are happening yet. People are trying to get them approved, but they're not, on the grounds that no doctor's taking it because they're in the mindset of the 80s. So I don't want to have, the money that I'm going to be spending to go out there in Chicago and say, oh, I'm sorry, we can't do it. So I'm calling up a doctor tomorrow. I have a battle plan for tomorrow also when it comes to, as I call it, a strategic plan. Erin wants to cancel the doctor's appointment in Chicago. If he does, I got a plan lined up that can just play out perfectly, Not a skit, not a role-playing thing, but it's something that can be done, and he can use it to his advantage. So I'll let you all know tomorrow what happens. Also got to call into tomorrow to a Louisiana doctor just to inquire, because there's a website out there that says male-to-female surgeries are being covered for breast augmentation. But every time I call them, they say, oh, no, we only do female-to-male breast removal. Well, if you're doing one, you can do the other. Oh, well, the other one's cosmetic. Uh-huh. It's an unfair practice, in my opinion. I've been talking to senators, Congress people, state senators in Congress. They even want to pass AppleCare, the new Medicaid name, to cover gender reassignment surgeries. By the way, I'll get back to my complaint in a second and what I'm worried about. For surgeries. But guess what? The guy I talked to wants me to talk to the senator, who is going to contact my representative, which is a congressman in the state, who also said that the Republicans in the House will pass it, or not pass it. The Democrats will, but the Republicans won't. He's a Republican. Senate won't pass it because apparently, as we found out through the senator's aide today in Moses Lake, the criminals want their sex changes, and they think it's, what is it called? Inhumane that they're in prison and they can't have the sex change. So they're trying to get AppleCare, Medicaid to pay for their gender reassignment surgeries. By the way, just to remind you all on this video, there's only 4 doctors that do it. 4. Capisci? 40. So, 4 doctors doing it in the country right now. Maybe 5. I've heard 6 or 7, but you got to actually take a shovel and keep digging until you hit the dang mine where you can find it. Anyways, my gripe is this. I told Erin I would like to buy one-way tickets starting next month. 4 one-way tickets. Oh, no. Now, some of you out there, and I know my aunt's going to watch this because I asked her to, I need some advice for all you viewers out there. Is one-way tickets easier to use and do than buying round trip? Because the closer you get, he wants me to buy the tickets in December for a February departure. I'm sorry, but it doesn't take a promotional bell ringer. Prices go up, not down. Expedia and Travelocity, Orbitz, and Priceline all say buy one-ways because they're cheaper. And then you get the date you want. And by the way, then he turns around and tells me, my job is to look online to find the cheapest motel for a month. Because as soon as I'm out of the hospital after 10 days for bottom surgery, I get to go to a hotel for the remainder time, and I get to leave March 12th. Doesn't take a promotional bell ringer, so he wants me to find. He wants to find it, but I'm going to do it in December. But I've been told by family members that went to Miami, Chicago, New York, etc., even Minnesota, Michigan, that motels by the month are hard to find. You got to go dig and dig and dig, and Aaron's like, "Oh, you're wrong." I mean, Chicago, it's a big city. You might find some sleazehole dive hole place. Miami, who knows? That's where the retired old geezers go, and all everyone wants to go to retire and vacation. New York, they might have sleazehole places, and Michigan too. But then he tells me to buy one way. Don't buy one ways. He tells me don't do anything until you see your doctor. The main thing I was trying to explain to my aunt, which I should be happy about, is consultation. 8 days later, gender surgery. They take and give me what I was supposed to have from birth. A vaginoplasty, or as I call it, a vagina. A neo-vagina. Guess what? I should be happy. But here's the thing. I got a therapist who's a sweetheart who's trying to work with me because all my old referrals are no good. I got to get new referrals. So I got to go through him. He wants me to see a psychiatrist. They want to re-diagnose me, which, by the way, I got some papers. Somewhere that my primary care physician already stacked on. It says gender identity disorder, gender identity is dysphoria. And then on the next one, it says hormonal imbalance because my hormone doctor is still trying to manage my new hormone regimen. Because the old ones, I was on pills. I was on like 6 types of pills because, my former endo said just take what you need until you can see a new endo. I had doctors turn around and tell me, "Oh, well, Rita, there's no doctors that can do in 4 counties." That's my former primary jack-off, who wanted me to go through a nuclear stress test, which the doctor said, no, there's over 480 x-ray, chest x-rays, and radiation. That can weaken and kill me. The heart doctor wants me off of spironolactone. It's a high blood pressure medicine and a hormone blocker. Then the endo wants me off of it because she doesn't want me getting sick or hurt. So she wanted me to have an orchiectomy, which is testicle removal. Same with the heart doctor. The urologist came in the 17th and goes, "There's a medicine, right? It only gives you hot flashes." The endo and the damn primary care physician got back to me and said, "No, it could raise your testosterone, wiping out your estrogen levels, or it can raise your estrogen levels, wiping your testosterone levels out, or it can wipe them both out, and you're in trouble. And it's got 30 plus side effects." It doesn't take a promotional bell ringer to say, "Wow, I won on that." Nope, not going to happen. So, then Aaron turns around, and tonight, I decided to go and email some of those other doctors again, and I will check in with them again because it's about 7 months since I checked in with them last, see if anything changed for breast augmentation, facial feminization. They don't get back to me by email. I'll start hiring someone to make the phone calls because I've done enough phone calls, and, well, it's not good. And another thing is I'm not supposed to buy cigars. I'm not supposed to buy video games. I'm not supposed to buy anything. And Aaron says, "Oh, don't worry. We'll get you to get your surgery." Problem is right here. My referrals got to come from my therapist and a psychiatrist. Psychiatrist's office emailed me and said I got to sign a release of information for my primary care physician. Primary care physician said the other day she wasn't going to sign any release of information to the psychiatrist. She doesn't think that a psychiatrist needs the information of a new patient. "Oh, yes, we got her on these meds." "Oh, yes, she's got a nail fungus." "Oh, yes." Doesn't do anything. Come on. I had to sit there the other day and remember how it came about for being transgendered. It took me a while because I block a lot out of my back of my head of bad memories. But anyways, I had to think about it hard one night. So, anyways, the problem is with that, don't worry about that. That was my Outlook mail, MS Outlook. I got the clone version for free, so it does everything Outlook does, but it's free. And that's programmed for Messenger, Google Talk. So it just pulled up and said, "You have a message from," or not message, just said Annie's online. So anyways, bottom line is, I got a saved I want to buy one-way tickets. He wants me to wait till December. Price might go up. He goes and makes the appointment. I figured, oh yes, I got 2 or 3 years because everyone else has got their referrals and they're going in saying, I want this, I want that. Instead, the doctor's done 20 or 30 a year. Oh, the doctor's got to coordinate with the urologist. Yet, there's a wait list for Chicago, New York possibly. We don't know about New York. And Michigan. I've talked to the Michigan guys like, oh, well, even if you get your referrals, you need to do this, this, and this, and you got 4 years. This doctor, you come in 8 days later because we don't want you traveling on another dime to come back out here for the follow-up in 2 to 6 months and then bring new referrals. Just get your referrals. He says in the email, get your referrals ASAP. Well, talking to the psychiatrist, her answer was, or not the psychiatrist, but the psychiatrist's office manager, the other guy, went to greener pastures, found a better job. So she had a new one. This one says, oh, well, right now you're number 13 on the wait list. We can't open any new patients till September. Oh, and we handpick them. So if you don't get in, you might be waiting another year. How does that work? I mean, come on. Therapist says, oh, I can get you in no problem. Then I find out, oh, there's a wait list. I email him on it, no reply. I email him tonight saying I'm in a little panic because Aaron goes ahead, and I figure, give me an appointment. I'll travel 6 or 8 and 10 months later back for surgery. Oh, no, it doesn't work that way. You see, we usually do it this way, this way, this way, but because you're coming from Washington State, we're just going to go ahead and schedule the surgery, and this is the earliest we can schedule in 2015 or 2016 because we don't schedule out to December or January 2017. So, Aaron goes, well, we're going to have to look into doing this and then finding a motel that's cheap in the area. I don't know. Oh, and by the way, see my dog there, Fluffy, in the corner right there? Let me see. He's, let's just say he's, not good. I got to board him for 30 days. I thought fly in with the one-way tickets, get consultation, leave, and then wait. I mean, that's what my plan was for Chicago, but no. Anyways, the Chicago plan's good, but now Aaron's telling me I got to save $400 a month for 8 months. That's 4, 8, 12, 16, $3,200. Then we can travel. Sorry to say it, but I'm not saving that much money until my therapist confirms or denies, because I got to contact that doctor, that nurse, and say, reschedule 6 months from now, and say, I can't do it because the therapist is still tying me up on the referrals. So the therapist said, no problem, supposedly. But the therapist, on the other hand, we don't know what she's going to be doing. So I'm sitting here going, well, what do I do? And Aaron's like, oh, don't worry, just have faith. I have faith in God. I don't have faith in doctors, because doctors usually want you to jump through 5 million more hoops, just as Aaron said, to get the cash cow squeezed. So, anyways, I'm kind of concerned. I got till the 3rd of July, and I hope I get more answers. That's why I did this video tonight. I will make a short video tomorrow that's not so big, because it's just going to talk about the doctor in New Orleans, the emails that came in, and it tells me what I need to do. Now, if they tell me, give me a ring and we'll talk, I'll give them my phone number. Otherwise, we're just going to have to take what we get and wait till the BA breast augmentation and gender reassignment surgery comes through, which, frankly, I don't mind, but at the same time, I expected a longer wait because of all the, all the problems coming about. But, we'll figure it out sooner or later, because, but I didn't expect consultation surgery date. Here's what you need. Okay, you're good. I figured consultation, fly back, go back for surgery. That's what I figured in Chicago. But Chicago says, oh, come for a consultation. The doctor will see if you have enough breast tissue, and then we'll decide if we're going to do it. Sorry, but I'm not paying $1,000 to people for a 24-hour trip across 2,000 miles just to be one way, just to be told, oh, I'm sorry, we did your consultation, we charged $800 for it. You get to go this. I mean, heck, here's the other thing that bothers me the most about these referrals, right? My therapist is going to get a lot more information on me because I dug them all out in a safe. I keep everything locked in a safe, and it's like, do I have that? Oh, this will work for my therapist because, well, it's information. My mom wrote a letter out for doctors in at one time saying I'm a good candidate, blah, blah, blah. Aaron did, and other family members did. But here's the funny thing. It was locked up, so I didn't think I would ever need to pull them out, but now I just need to give them to him to add to my case. No problem. That's good and dandy. Well, guess what? My mom asked Dr. Galen a long time ago when I was a wee lass if he thought I was transgendered. She says, yes, I think it's genetics. Because I was cross-dressing around 3 years old. And then on a peck, I was wearing bras and panties and my mom's and sister's under my suit. I didn't like suits. That's one thing, you know, I think my mom thought I liked it or whatever. Caprice, my sister said, oh, you love suits. I don't know what changed. I didn't like suits. Every time I turned around, I was wearing a suit, it seemed. Anyways, I wanted to wear the cute little dresses like my cousin Joe and be happy, you know. But instead, the next girl in line was my niece. Now she's cracked out and methed out and heroined out and coked out. Anyways, all this stuff is spanning, and my mind's going brrr. In some ways, I should be happy. In other ways, I should be sad. In other ways, I should be sitting there going, woe is me, what do I do? I mean, the hair removal, I gotta wait 6 months to a year because they're opening a shop up in 2 towns over, but she's still going to school. Hair removal right now is $160 a month. How am I supposed to juggle $160 a month, plan for a trip out of the state for 30 days for bottom surgery, and be happy about it? My aunt said, well, you know, if you have fears and stuff, it's not I fear losing it and being in pain. I really don't need to be having what I was born with because it's wrong. What's really bothering is the fact that, you know, it's so fast. I mean, I figured, you know, once they get everything lined up, you know, I mean, I figured the therapist and the psychiatrist was going to make me wait 2 years anyways, just because. Heck, I remember seeing a counseling group in 1990, and then I went in 1993 to 98 with another counseling service, and they diagnosed me as transgender, but they said, oh, you're disabled, but even if you get on disability, it's not covered, so you'll have to live as a man. Now, last year, a lady basically goes in, fights Medicare, gets it approved, now everyone's going there, but it seems from my research, no one is actually, what do you call it? Going through it. I mean, the doctor's doing 20 or 30 a year. Chicago and New York and Michigan is doing more, and they're backlogged. And then I hear one trans girl say, oh, well, I'm a state employee of the insurance companies and stuff are working with one in New York. So my surgeries are all covered. I'm having it all done by this god doctor. Good for you. Get the hell off our transgendered website. We don't want to hear that crap. The guy was set it up, the female to male, for only transgendered patients that are taking Medicare. Then he included Medicaid. Then he included insurance companies. Now you got all these people, well, what medical plan do I need so I can have my sex change paid for? Do I need the bronze, the silver, the gold, the platinum, the double ruby, or, you know, any higher? Oh, well, you know, is the female's rates high, genetic female's rates higher than the male rates? What the fudge? And then I'm sitting here and I'm doing all the research I can, and I'm sorry, ma'am, we don't cover those. Yet I hear, well, my insurance company does, and then I hear California has to do it, New York's got to do it, and then Washington's trying to press it because prisoners who want their sex change. Yeah, okay. And then I'm panicking because I got 8 months to do all this in, and I don't think it's possible. I even told my aunt this, and I was trying to explain it to her, and as Aaron calls it, read the terminology because I'm learning disabled, but I don't think it's possible to go and get plane tickets in December and then travel out in February. If I buy the individual tickets, then Aaron says, we don't want to do it, and then be stuck with the tickets. I'd rather buy the tickets and be told, I'm sorry, but then we're stuck in the city that we chosen as Miami, like I said, or New York, or Chicago, or Michigan. We're stuck in that city for a month, doggy's bored, and guess what? We're all stinking screwed. That's right. And then Aaron says, don't do it. Well, if I'm not supposed to wait till December, the prices are going to go through the roof because it's 2 months before traveling. Right now, it's 8 months apart. The tickets are low. Oh, well, we need to wait. Right. We need to wait. So, Wednesday, he's calling the one doctor in New York. The other doctors already emailed me, the ones that refuse to do FFS and BA. They say it's a cosmetic thing Medicare won't cover. Then you got the transgendered advocacies, Trans Law Center, Trans Equality, and these advocates like my female to male friend saying, oh, it's going to be covered, just be patient, just ram it down their throat or educate them. I've educated them. Doesn't work. I've even said, hey, it's medically necessary. Doesn't work. Heck, what's the definition of medical necessary? Something that's life-threatening. Yeah, I told the doctor, my primary, I was going to take a thing and take mom's Japanese meat cleaver and do it. He's like, oh, well, that's your point, that's good, you'll be buried and we don't have to take care of you. Right. He's the same jackoff that wouldn't give me a referral because there's no hormone doctors around. I just cold called and found out I got a doctor whose professor was my fourth endo or second endo in this state, fourth total, or no, fifth one, because 3 were in Australia. 1 was my primary care physician who was doing psychology and giving me it. She was working with me for 3 years, gave me referral saying I'm cleared for surgery, and then I went to this town. Then I held on to him trying to get to Thailand. They took my referrals. Nothing happened. Well, guess what? Now, get your referrals, follow these guidelines, you can have it done in 8 months. But now I got to go see my primary care physician on the 6th. I got to contact the hormone doctor's nurse tomorrow. I thought she was young. She sounded very young, like 25. Turns out she's 55 with gray hair and a sweetheart. She's the one that said no deal on that one bed. And then I got to contact the heart doctor the 20th when Aaron's in his appointment for his follow-up and be like, hey, this is what I need. Can you help out? Then I got to schedule in that time and talk to her about another EKG and a cardio stress test, again, or treadmill test. Then I got to ask my primary care physician for 2 referrals. One to change my gender marker and Social Security, and another one for the doctor's clearance saying I'm mentally sound and healthy for the surgery. And I have to do this list here 30 days before surgery. So even if I do it now, it's not good 6 months from now or 8 months now. I got to do it 30 days. So I got to do it in January, December to January. That's a big, big zinger for me. And then I'm sitting there panicking because I don't know what to do. That's what's going on in my heart. So, I got all these doctors to contact. I got email doctors out. I got therapist email out. I got a bad feeling about the psychiatrist. He said not to worry about it because he's got to give the referral since my primary care physician doesn't want to give it because, oh, well, I don't want your information out there. Well, I'm a new patient. I've seen her twice. Twice it was like, yeah, I have this, this, and this. Oh, and talking about referrals for a second, here's what really kind of bothered me. The referrals are simple. When I spoke to the doctor in, first time, I asked her, I wish I knew where my paper was. Hopefully I can find it real quick. Ouch. Is it here? Ah, this is it, right? Okay, Here's my paper I found. So, here's what happened with my first visit. Since I've been going to this clinic, they have to treat me as a complete genetic female. So my gender is female, which is happy. They did a test on me for my liver because they thought the pills I was taking at the time, when I had to stop them, was for that, and my cholesterol and stuff, which was all good. I'm healthier than Aaron, is what the heart doctor said, my primary care physician. Anyways, it says here, reason for visit, establishing care, medication management, med review, new patient, etc. So, when I told her I'm having trouble with my acid reflux again, she put me on Prilosec. She also gave me a referral to optometry, a referral for general surgeon, a referral for plastic surgery, and a referral for a podiatrist, and a referral for a couple other specialists, urology, right? Well, here's what happened. The eye exam stayed. The general surgeon was removed because she didn't do the surgery, but the one hand wasn't talking to the right, so when I went there, I was angry because I had an appointment the same day as Aaron. The podiatrist was still working on. Then, the urologist was rescheduled again because the general surgeon recommended it. Now, here's the deal. I was recommended by Aaron's doctor for breast reconstruction surgery with implants by him. He put in a good word, right? Referral went in, no problem. Primary care physician for me, put it in, good. Then I go to the heart doctor who put in a referral for a urologist. You need to get rid of your penis so we can, or at least your hormone levels, have an orchiectomy, remove the testicles. Your spironolactone will be removed. You might take 50 milligrams or less. You won't damage your liver and kidneys. No problem. That's what the heart doctor said. Endo said the same thing. Here, you're going to see the urologist because you need to get it done. Go to the urologist. He wants to put me on a med that could hurt me. Could be severely hurt me. He's just like, oh, it's only got hot flashes. Well, plastic surgeon said he doesn't implant men, so no referral. Then the general surgeon contacts the plastic surgeon in Yakima. I'm sorry, we can't do breast augmentation. In California, I did it, but we can't do it because the endocrine system for male to female is too complicated. Now, if it's a female to male, I just lop off their breasts or let her do it. Oh yeah, so you want to give special care to the female and males. So again, trans women like me being discriminated against. Then, with my information in the safe and all the information that I've given to my therapist, he's like, well, there's no doubt I'm transgender, but he wants to get it reconfirmed with the psychiatrist who will give the referral. No problem. Well, here we go. When I was referred by my primary care physician at the time, the one who did some wrongdoing, and after she found out Medicare covers transgender surgery, 5 weeks later, she left. 3 weeks, I go back to her for follow-up. She says, oh, by the way, I'm leaving in 2 weeks. Well, the reason is I can't handle transgender surgery, and I got a better job making 4 times the money than here. Well, good for you, lady. Recommends me one place who discriminates on me and says, I want everything in-house. You have to go to Chelan for your hormone doctor. You can't see this therapist. They wanted to send me to a glorified social worker. No, so I fired her after the first appointment to establish care. Then, I was given a, hearing loss test. 80% deaf in this year. Alright. And then I have some other problem. Then I have chest pain, which has gone away. It's got to be acid reflux. So, they want to send me to a gastrointestinal if it gets worse, and they want to ram a camera down my throat and up my butt. Otherwise, just take Prilosec. I can do that, and it's only 45 cents on my prescription D cover. Then, the reason that the hormones were acting up is they were trying to have the spironolactone removed, the male hormone blockers / high blood pressure pill, because they classified it as a hormone imbalanced and transgendered patient. So I had primary care physician, or a general surgeon, heart doctor, 3 of them refer me to get an orchiectomy. He turns around and says, well, you're going to have surgery in up to 18 months. Why don't you just wait and get your reconstructive surgery? Oh, And I think you need a pair of tits. Because, they look real, but you need some real tits. You can wear a short shirt. 12 minutes in. He scheduled me for 10:30. He came in at 10:18. He left me at 10:30. That was a big disappointment. Anyways, now we got to contact these doctors to see if they'll work with me again, which is this coming month. And then on the bottom, there's 2 other diagnoses as not my primary care physician. This is what the psychiatrist wants to know, because it says gender identity disorder in adult and gender dysphoria in adult. They're basically the same words. Well, guess what? All of these things, and then it gave me my medication list on the back. Well, you know what? The therapist, or the psychiatrist's office said, oh, well, if we see you, and if it's for this reason, and she diagnoses you properly, and you're not transgendered, we have the authority to remove you off of hormones and remove you from the gender identity dysphoria class. Well, hello, I've been living 17 years like this on estrogens. You want to deal with me, you're going to get my high heel up your butt. And the lady's like, oh, well, but we don't know if we could see you right now because you're 13th on the list. Well, I emailed them pretty much to ask if they could take Aaron because he needs to get back on his psych meds. He's getting more and more of a short temper, and he's yelling at civilians out in the public that's pissing him off, which they deserve, but, I wanted to help him. So, now I got to worry about figuring out if I need to buy individual tickets, as I said, or do I buy in December? Or do I hope like hell we can find a low-income apartment or motel for 30 days? Aaron's like, we'll all look in January. That's too late. You need to schedule several months ahead and say these are the dates we need it for and get it done. And even if we have to share one hotel room, big deal. Yeah, I want my own room. Well, what if it's going to be double the price? Hello? We don't even know also how Moppy's going to handle the airplane since he's a service dog. He's good on buses. We've never taken him on a train. And we've never taken him on a Greyhound bus, just public transportation. He only has some minor problems with other dogs, and he doesn't like pickup trucks, and he barks at them. So, we don't know how well it will work. So, anyways, for you viewers out there, I gotta ask, do I buy my tickets one way starting next month and hope like hell I can get the referrals all together by February? Or do I sit on this, do my everyday purchases, and wait and not sacrifice much and wait till the therapist comes into it? Or do I ask the psychiatrist that I should wait till August to start it, my birthday month, by the way, while he tries to figure out after the 14th, which you'll get a follow-up then, and a follow-up for what he's going to do. Because right now, I emailed him, no reply. Sometimes he takes 1 day to get back, sometimes he takes 4. It doesn't matter, but he's a great guy, and I like him a lot as a therapist. Here's the other thing. What do I do? I'm not worried about getting rid of it. I really want it gone. I'm not supposed to have a penis. But I'm more worried about the travel expenses, the way I want to do things. I'm telling December, December, December. And then I've been worried about the therapist, because the therapist said, oh, don't worry, referral's no problem with me. But he said he wants me to get reevaluated as GID, gender identity dysphoria, or gender identity disorder, before things are going on. And then, even though I've been taken care of, I just read you my medical letter there. It says female. Heck, I'm giving him a copy of my birth certificate, just a copy of it that shows, he scans it in, that shows that I've had my name legally changed, giving him a name change, a copy of my name change. He'll just scan it into his computer. And the other paperwork that shows I'm transsexual. If that doesn't show it, I don't know what is. I've lived 17 years. I've had guys come up to me and say, oh, well, look at that. There's a man in a dress. Well, guess what? I look good in the dress. You're just jealous because you're trailing behind your wife gawking at me. Go gawk somewhere else or go do your damn shopping here at Safeway. You know what? I see cars driving slow going, I'm like, and then they just speed up. It's like, I'm developing a sense of humor after all these years because of this. And I walk with my head high. I go through Moses Lake, it's like, like every other woman that's got their head high. I see trannies that are starting out like Jenner, who's, I can't go out until I'm a female and being on the magazine. I need to live the role as a female. And do the role, I need to look like the woman. I've lived 17 years like this. Girl, grow up. So, with that said, everyone, please give me your suggestions and comments and feedback what I can do. I'm going to try first to see if Aaron will do my plan tomorrow with that one phone call with the breast surgeon in Chicago. Otherwise, I'll see if my aunt would do it, or at least, send her $20 in a money order. You can cash them at the post office, and, she can do what she wants. I mean, 1 to 2 phone calls, no problem. I mean, my aunt's a woman. She raised me somewhat. I respect her. She's like second mother to me, so maybe she can stir the honey pot, or as that one guy. I can't remember his name now. But anyways, the guy that played X in JFK, where he says, come on, stir the crap pot, stir it, because people wanted to know who died of JFK, So, anyways, the movie's over there in my other cabinet, I think. I'm not going to dig it out. It's got Stallone in it. He was the head warden in it. I just can't remember the name of it now, because the guy basically played X, and he was like, stir the crap pot, So let me see if I can find it real quick before I go, because I'm not going to be happy if I don't find it, It's like an action movie with Stallone, this cliffhanger, close but no cigar. But yeah, anyways, like I said, if you can figure it out, he's got it all sorted, but I haven't seen that movie for a while, so I don't know where it's at. But anyways, you get the idea, right? So basically, he turns around and he says, stir the crap pot. And he's also the bad guy in the movie, Lockdown with Stallone, I just don't remember the guy's name now. He's a known actor, so you get what it is, Oh, here it is, sorry. The bad man in this movie was, Donald Sutherland. So now you get it. So he says right there in JFK with the one person, stir the crap pot. So, maybe my aunt has some more resources or words that can get done. Whereas I've been told, no, we don't do breast augmentation, or yes, we can do it, but you got to come out here. But then they won't tell me, do you take a Medicare Advantage plan C, like Obamacare? Or do you take Part A and Part B? Oh, you got to come out. We got to talk to you about it. Erin asked the same questions about that doctor today, and she's like, we take Part A, Part B. Part C usually denies the gender reassignment surgery 99% of the time. After 5 times, they can't go anywhere to get it because it's denied. They can change plans, but then they got to go through the Medicare system and all this crap. And guess what? It's hard as hell. So there you have it, And then you got these lying doctors that say, you pay us $10,000, we'll do the surgery, which Medicare or Social Security says we're only allowed $2,000 in savings at one time. Me and Aaron, I got to buy the one-way tickets because I can't have $2,000 to pay. He wants me to have $3,200 by February. It doesn't take a promotional bell ringer to say that's not right. Then, as you know, you got these doctors that say, you pay $10,000 for breast augmentation, we'll do it, and we'll bill Medicare, and Medicare pays, fine. If not, we get to keep your money. No one has $10,000 laying around. And then you have the doctor that Aaron talked to today that can get bottom surgery. It says, we have to make you sign an ABN, an advanced beneficiary notice, that says you'll pay the FFS and breast augmentation costs if Medicare doesn't pay. You can appeal it 5 times, but here's the kicker. So far, in 1 year, 16 plus of them was denied. Guess what? From what I understand from the doctor's clinic, because I'm not going to say where they're at, my aunt knows by private message, they basically put 16 transsexuals in jail to pay off the debt of over $70,000. So the medical aid said, no, we don't do it. Primary care doctor, and I'm going to share this with you, turned around and he said, and I quote, his words give me hope. I wanted to say, is it still feasible? He says, we will attempt to get all aspects of surgery covered by your insurance, Medicare Part A and Part B, but breast augmentation and facial feminization are typically not covered. We will actually try for you, though. Please let me know and contact my primary nurse, medical physician, to get it done. Then she says, we're not scheduling for those. But he said that. So I emailed him today saying, I'm kind of depressed and bummed. Because frankly, I'd rather have those two surgeries than bottom surgery right now. Because bottom surgery, it doesn't make you complete when you got to wear breast forms, have a vagina, look like a girl somewhat, waiting and doing hair removal still, and not having facial feminization and seeing people sitting there. And with a little bit of facial work, it would work, but no one's willing to do it. And then they say, oh, well, Medicare is not paying for it. Wait till next year. So for all of you out there, the other question is, should I wait till next year when I go to the consultation and they maybe lifted it? Or should I just sit on my butt and wait? I know the surgery could be taken away at any given time, but I'd like to hear your opinion on it because I'm frankly stumped. I'm stumped because I don't think in 8 months I can pull off all the paperwork, all the tests, x-rays? Well, what's the x-rays for? Well, what about the lab work? What do you need the urine test for? Or what do you need the other test for? I mean, one of the tests, it was like confusing. They didn't even say it. They just said, just get it done. Well, let's see. What was the test? X-rays and lab. What's the lab? Is it a full medical workup of blood work, or what is it? She just says get it done. We go to the primary care physician, the heart doctor, the endo. They're going to be wondering what the hell, you know. So the endo, I will sit down with her. I will give her the information she needs so she can actually hear what needs to be done. As far as the surgery, I mean, just to get all that paperwork done, I could probably get it all done if I have my clinic work with me. I mean, they seem to be working with me. Even Aaron's doctor is willing to work with me. The problem is, because he's one of the partners at the clinic, apparently, even if I pull all those out, the therapist and the psychiatrist can renege. So, I don't know. After 17 years, and it's proof on paper, documented, everything else, this is who I am. I mean, it doesn't take a promotional bell ringer. If they got to go through all these protocols, it could be 2 or 3 more years. That's what I thought, because new rules and new regulations. But when they set me a surgery date, that blew me away today. I'm like, what do I do? And Aaron's like, good work for you. You can have a cigar and relax. I had the cigar and relax, but I was sitting in my butt quiet because I was panicking because I had no clue what the hell I was actually doing. So, you hear it. You know what's going on. So, please let me know what your opinion is. One-way tickets? Just give me your opinion also. Is it going to be easy to find a monthly motel by the month for either Miami, New York, Chicago, or Michigan? You know, just please share me with your thoughts on those. I mean, do you think, you the viewers, since I have transgendered people, I have cigar people, I have pipes people, my aunt's going to be watching this, do you all have any suggestions on what I'm supposed to do? Yes, Aaron says I need to get the surgery done. Fine and dandy, but can it be pulled off? Do you people think, the viewers, think it will be pulled off in 8 months? Please share your opinions, please. So, I need a shower. I've rambled almost an hour. I should have been in bed with my Bible done. But now, I'm done. Please add and subscribe if you like. Please post comments, leave feedback, suggestions. Thank you, and may God bless the world.